J.Lo is apparently trying to take half of Ben Affleck's net worth, even though she has double the money he has. Now, the pair have been going through a rough patch the last couple of months with rumors of them divorcing. It's said that Ben hates J.Lo, and listen, we can't blame him. Now, recently it's been revealed that J.Lo is trying to take half of Ben's fortune. Jen and Ben are living separately now that their shared mansion in Beverly Hills is back on the market. Ben, who's starring in The Accountant 2, is renting a place in Brentwood near his ex-wife Jennifer Garner and their kids. Meanwhile, Jen is staying in her LA home with her children Max and Emmy. According to a source from Radar Online, J.Lo wants half of Ben's nearly $150 million fortune, even though she herself has much more, which is about $400 million. The insider alleges that J.Lo, who recently canceled her expensive Los Angeles residency, took on the majority of the financial responsibility. Now, they depict Ben as a huge cheapskate who constantly complained about J.Lo's spending habits. Now, apparently, to avoid his grumbling, Jen covered most expenses to maintain their luxurious lifestyle. One of the little-known secrets is that Jennifer paid for much of their marital expenses, and now she feels he owes her, the source claimed. She's adding up all those private jet bills she put on her plastic, the hotels and meals, clothes, coffee runs, gas. The high cost of living was done on her dime. She paid the lion's share for that $60 million mansion they bought, too, they added. Ben took so much money out of her, at least that's what she's saying. Now, she can take some money from him if she wants, because they didn't get a prenup, which is a big mistake. Now, OK Magazine said that when the pair wedded in Las Vegas, they didn't tie up their assets. According to a source, Jen's love for Ben was so unconditional at the time that she didn't see a prenup as necessary. Now, rumor has it that wasn't the case in the first phase of their relationship. When the pair first came together, a prenup was allegedly on the table. It was claimed that their original prenup not only protected their assets, but protected the relationship from infidelity. Now, the contract stated that the pair were able to keep both of their money, except if Ben cheated. If he stepped out, it would effectively nullify their prenup, putting his fortune at risk. But the two never made it to the altar, so the alleged prenup never had to take effect. But now I'm sure that Ben is wishing there was one right now. A source said Jen and Ben have been living separate lives but have not officially separated yet about Jennifer's relationship status. At this point, they're just doing their own thing. They went into their relationship very optimistic that things could change, but they haven't. Now, one of the biggest reasons for their breakup in the early 2000s was the media attention. Now, history has repeated itself because it seems to be one of the reasons why this relationship isn't working out and why Ben resents Jennifer. Ben likes his privacy, while Jen likes to go all out and show it off to the world. Now, we saw how uncomfortable this made Ben in Jen's documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told. When Ben pops up in the doc, it's often to express concern that his private love story is becoming used for something he didn't particularly want. Now, the doc is actually named after a scrapbook that Ben gifted Jennifer for Christmas in 2021, stacked with every letter and email they'd written to each other over the last 20 years. Now, Jennifer showed the book to her producers and songwriters on the first day of making her new album without asking or telling Ben. Now, this revelation comes within the first 5 minutes of the doc, and right out of the gate, Ben isn't shy about his discomfort. He's shocked that Jennifer would share something so personal with her collaborators, and now, of course, with the world. Ben chalked it up to artistic inspiration and said that J.Lo's style was just an adjustment for him. He said, "When Jen and I broke up before, the catalyst for that was this massive amount of scrutiny around our private life. I had a very firm sense of boundaries around the press, while Jen, I don't think, objected to it the way I did." Still though, he was optimistic this time around, and for a while, Ben got swept up in it. But her obsession with the limelight and the need to parade their love all around didn't really sit right with Ben after a while. Not to mention that Jennifer exposed his private love letters to her. Now, later in the documentary, Jen acknowledged that she's aware of Ben's discomfort, but didn't seem willing to do much to improve things for him. "I don't think Ben is very comfortable with me doing all of this," she said. "But he loves me, he knows I'm an artist, and he's gonna support me in every way he can because he knows you can't stop me from making my music." Now, it seems like Jen doesn't really want to change her ways, which is why their relationship ended in the the first place. Now, Jen and Ben first met on the set of the 2003 rom-com Geely. Now, at the time, JLo was still married to her second husband, her dancer Chris Judd, and JLo and Ben then went public with their relationship soon after her divorce from Chris. In November 2002, JLo confirmed that they were engaged in an interview with Diane Sawyer. "It's the most magnificent thing I've ever seen," she said of the 6.1 carat pink diamond from Harry Winston that Ben gave her. Now, the ring reportedly cost him $2.5 million. Then, in September 2003 though, they postponed their wedding. 2 days before the two were set to officially tie the knot, they released a joint statement announcing the ceremony's postponement. They said, "Due to the excessive media attention surrounding our wedding, we have decided to postpone the date. When we found ourselves seriously contemplating hiring 3 separate decoy brides at 3 different locations, we realized that something was awry. We began to feel that the spirit of what should have been the happiest day of our lives could be compromised. We felt what should have been a joyful and sacred day could be spoiled for us, our families, and our friends." Then, on January 22, 2024, the two ended their engagement. JLo confirmed the sad news through her spokesperson. "I'm confirming the report that Jennifer Lopez has ended her engagement to Ben Affleck," the statement said at the time. "At this difficult time, we ask you to respect her privacy." Now, not to mention, right now, JLo is posting cryptic things to her social media accounts, which just has more people talking and speculating. Now, she liked a post that raised some eyebrows, as the post in question reads, "You cannot build a healthy relationship with somebody who, among other things, lacks integrity and emotional safety, doesn't respect your time, doesn't think it's important to call text back in a respectable time frame, lacks effective communication skills, and doesn't know who they are or what they want." Now, if she liked this in relation to Ben, that's not the best thing, and I understand why they'd be going through marital troubles. Then there was the fact that she celebrated the anniversary of her Spanish song Cambia El Paso. While the song was released 3 years ago in 2021, the lyrics seemingly hold a deeper meaning now given the current state of her relationship with Ben. On Sunday, Jennifer shared a clip from the track's music video on Instagram while singing about a man who's undeserving of her love. "She knows that she knows that," the intro begins, before launching into the first verse that reads, "Her life is better now without him. She knows that her hips don't fail her. She doesn't need anyone to be well. She doesn't fail. She doesn't fail." Yeah, the timing of that post is a little bit suspicious. Now, not to mention that it's been leaked that JLo has some truly insane rules that she makes Ben follow. Now, Ben has been open about his addiction to alcohol, as he first checked into a rehab facility in 2001, completing a 30-day residential rehabilitation program. He has sought treatment for alcoholism on several occasions in the years since, getting professional help in 2008, 2017, and again in 2018 after his divorce from Jennifer Garner was finalized. Now, he briefly relapsed in 2019, but said he wouldn't let it derail him, admitting, "It happens, it's a slip." Now, that same year, the actor acknowledged that being an alcoholic is something that he deals with on a daily basis. It's become unfortunately common for fans to speculate about his health, particularly after he married Jennifer Lopez. Now, for example, a clip of Jennifer and Ben having a seemingly tense conversation at the premiere of her movie Shotgun Wedding went viral in January after fans suspected that the pair were arguing over Ben's drinking, as Jen demanded to take a sip of his drink. Now, it appears that she didn't trust him, which I'm sure Ben didn't like. Now, also, female flight attendants are reportedly banned from her private planes. Now, according to reports, Jennifer was so angry after finding out her then husband Mark Anthony had an alleged fling with a flight attendant that she banned women from working on her private planes. She hates flight attendants because her ex-husband Mark Anthony had an affair with one when they were married, an anonymous source revealed. Now, several corporate flight attendants came forward and revealed that Jennifer does not allow female associates to work on their flights. JLo won't let a female flight attendant work. She brings her own male flight attendant, who is not a flight attendant but a personal assistant. Now, it was also reported that JLo demanded course 4 times a week from her husband, and Ben denied this and her other rules in a Vanity Fair interview, saying, "You can't legislate behavior, you've got to believe in the person and believe you can meet the challenges you face. Neither of us are stupid or naive. It would be nice if you could have the rules, but you just can't write it down," he explained. So, what's in store for this couple? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So, what's in store for this couple? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Now, are you a fan of Jennifer? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm your host, Emily, and we'll see you next time. Peace.